Irish indentured servants taught African slaves how to speak English in Jamaica.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. To my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back and watching my video. Thank you so much for the love and support, and greetings to my brothers and sisters all the way from Caribbean country. So guys, in today's video, I want us to watch this video of this white man. He has come out and claimed that the Irish indentured servants, they are the one who taught enslaved black Jamaicans English during slavery time in Jamaica. And also guys, I know this is a false information, and also immediately when this guy he has come out and say about this lie, and also there is a Jamaican sister, she has come out and reply and to teach this guy a lesson. So watch this video, then I'll be back with more comments.
Irish indentured servants taught African slaves how to speak English in Jamaica.
This video has millions of views, but despite its popularity, the content creator make a lot of untrue claims. Let's talk about it. The claim that Irish indentured servants taught enslaved Africans how to speak English is not true. Long before the first indentured servant stepped foot in Jamaica, the British were there. Enslaved Africans who worked in domestic situations, for example, or who had other direct contact with the British, learned English before and without any interaction with the Irish. No one sat down and taught enslaved Africans how to speak English in droves. They learned it because they were intelligent and because they had to do so for their jobs. The second claim is that we don't know which was worse between indentured servitude and chattel slavery. Yes, we do. Chattel slavery was infinitely worse. Although both systems were oppressive, indentured servants had rights. They could take their employers to court for bad treatment. They could earn their freedom even if it took them longer than they anticipated. Enslaved Africans, by law, didn't even have the right to life. One of the things I saw commenters say a lot is that they're Jamaican or have Jamaican ancestry and have Irish last names. That happened because some indentured servants who were able to buy their freedom gained enough wealth to then turn around and buy enslaved Africans. A lot of you might be saying, well, why does that matter? His video was one of solidarity, to show that both the Irish and Jamaicans existed under the system of British colonialism. Well, it matters because it's not true. As Caribbean people, we know what to do when we're faced with overtly racist comments or overtly racist misinformation. But misinformation like this is more dangerous. It's subtle. It's easier for it to slip through the cracks. The revisionist, whitewashed history that we were taught about our cultures, who we are as people, and our languages was also taught to people in other cultures. Thankfully, over the last few decades, Caribbean scholars and researchers have worked tirelessly to debunk this misinformation. It's their work that's the reason I can do videos like this. Their work is the reason you message me and comment me and see me in the street and tell me that you're now more proud of your language after watching my videos. I don't have any issues with this creator. He shared information that I assume he believes to be factual and to be historically accurate. My hope is that at least one Caribbean person watches this video and leaves knowing the truth about our ancestors' struggles, their history, and that the reason we speak the way that we do is because of their intelligence and their resilience. We have to push back against any narrative that does not honor them or their legacies. One of the most harmful ideologies I come across almost every day about Caribbean languages is that they are grammarless, that these languages don't have any type of structure, and that when we look at them, we should look at them as systems that are in some way inferior. But that's very far from the truth. Let me explain why. Every communication system, whether it's a dog barking or a rooster crowing or human speaking, has to have structure. Imagine using shoe one day to mean one thing and then tomorrow it means something completely different. We'd all be really confused. Every communication system has to have an agreed upon meaning for words, phrases, and an agreed upon meaning in how those words and phrases are used. That's structure. So although language shifts and changes and new words come into being and old words become obsolete and the meanings of words and phrases change over time, we still agree on the basics. We still agree on the basic structures of how language works. And that doesn't just happen in Standard English. That happens in Jamaican Creole and Trinidadian Creole and Bajan and Guyanese Creole and Saramaccan and all of the other Caribbean Creoles that exist in our region. So if every communication system has structure, where did this idea that Caribbean languages don't have grammar come from? Racism. It came from racism. When Caribbean Creoles first started to be written about, both casually and academically, the people who were studying the language did not consider enslaved Africans to be in any way, shape, or form humans. They were considered property, and that extended to every area of how they were viewed, including their language. Caribbean Creoles and Pidgins were looked at as inferior versions of English, Spanish, French, and Dutch because the people who were writing about those languages and studying those languages considered the people who were speaking them to be inferior human beings. There was no consideration that enslaved Africans had any type of intellect, never mind that most of them came from communities where they were already speaking 2, 3, 4, and 5 languages. They were considered subhuman, and so was their language. And despite the decades and decades of linguistics research that proves that Caribbean languages are valuable, that they are worthy of not only being spoken but being studied as well, people still have a belief that we should leave those languages in the past. In fact, a recent visitor to Jamaica said just that. She referred to Jamaican Creole as slave language and asked why Jamaicans still speak it. I created this channel to push back against that harmful, ignorant narrative. Caribbean languages are valuable, they are rich, they are beautiful, and I'm gonna prove that one video at a time. Enjoy.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video from this white man saying that the Irish indentured servant, they are the ones who taught Jamaica, enslaved Jamaican English during slavery period. And the reasons to why this guy is saying this, it is because of the similarity between the Jamaican patois language and also the Irish language. You can see there is a similarity between Irish and Jamaica and Jamaica patois language, and that's why this guy has come out and claimed that the Irish, they are the ones who taught enslaved Jamaicans English. And for me, I want to tell you, just like our sister, she has come out and say, during slavery, we know the first people to step and to discover Jamaicans, they are the Taino. So the Jamaica, the real indigenous people of Jamaica, they are the Taino. All of the Jamaicans belong to the Taino people. And because of the Taino being the first one to step their foot in Jamaica, they named this highland Jamaica. Then Jamaica, it means land of wood and water. So, and then after Irish being the first people to discover Jamaica, then the Spanish came in Jamaica. So Spanish took over Jamaica from the Irish people, and when Spanish they arrived in Jamaica, they also came with English. So you can see already, even before the slavery, before the black people coming in the highland, the English was already spread in Jamaica because of the Spanish who came with this with the English in the highland. And also, after Spanish staying in Jamaica for around 100 years, then the British came, and that it is the Christopher Columbus with his crew of colonizers. Then they took over, they managed to conquer the Spanish. So they took over from the Spanish, and also they conquered the Spanish. So the British, they ruled Jamaica, and also for them settling and now gain the full access of the highland, they decided to bring the slave from West Africa. And that's why you can see in Jamaica, a lot of them, the black people in Jamaica, a lot of them, they came from Africa, majority from West Africa, and that it is Ghana, Nigeria, and the countries which it is on the West Africa. So after this after the British bringing now slave from West Africa, they almost brought 2.2 million, let me just say 2 million slaves from West Africa. And because of them bringing so many slaves from West Africa, Jamaica became a predominantly black nation, because when you go to when you see the population of black people, it is around 90%, and these other races, they are around 20%. So you can see this is to tell you also, Jamaica, it is a mixed race country, and that's why you can go and to their motto, you can see it is out of many one people. And for me to tell you that the Irish were the last people to come in the highland, because the first people, they were Spanish, and then British, and then British bring the black people from West Africa. So already black people from West Africa, they already found that the English, it has dominated in Jamaica, and for them, they were using this English with some other language from West Africa. So when you see the patois language, it is English and mixed of African languages, from some majority of them from West Africa. So that's why you can see the patois language, it is also having some African word, and not only African word, also the Irish and the Scottish, they came after the black people in the highland. So they were already found that the black people, they were speaking English. So when these Irish came to the island, they came to the island as indentured servants. So they came during the period that slavery was going to end, and the black people were reluctant to go and work to the farms of the colonizers, of the British people. So the British decided to bring other people from outside to come and help them to work in their farms, and this is how the Irish, Scottish, the Chinese came to the island. So you can see, after these people now coming to the island, they already found that the Jamaicans people, they are using this English but in different languages, because they didn't want the British, the colonizers, to understand what they are saying. And this is how now the patois language came in Jamaica. And also the Irish contributed also in the making of this patois language, and also the other races now contributed to make of this patois language. That's why you can see in the patois language, there's some word of the Irish, we have English, and also we have some African word. So for me, this guy is saying that the Irish indentured servants, they are the ones who taught the enslaved black Jamaicans English in the Caribbean during slavery, that it is a false information. And that's why also you have seen our sister explaining to how this guy is spreading this false information. And this is the reason also for me to do this video. It is to stop and to tell the people of Caribbean the truth about the English in the highland in Jamaica. And for me, I can tell you that now these people, they have come and known that the patois language, it is taking over Jamaica. It is taking over this world by storm. So everything in Jamaica, people love. When you see the sport, they love Jamaicans because of sport. They love Jamaicans because of food. They love Jamaicans because of their unique culture. They love Jamaicans because of also their language. So Jamaica, it is a land, it is a brand. And this brand, everybody wants to be associated with this brand. Nobody wants to be left behind with this big brand called Jamaica. And for me, I can tell you, so many people, they want to join Jamaica. So many people who are hating on Jamaica, if they can't beat Jamaica, kindly you need to join Jamaica. You cannot go and spread this false information about the Irish teaching black Jamaicans English. No, if you can't beat Jamaica, I can tell you, join them, because these people, they are unstoppable. These people, they are known of shocking the world. And for me, I can tell you that right now the Jamaicans, they have managed to sell their country worldwide. So many people, they want to be Jamaica. So many people want to go in Jamaica. So many people want this Jamaica so bad. And that's why so many people, they are fighting to have a piece of this Jamaica. I want us to end this video here. Kindly subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye to my brothers and sisters all the way from Caribbean country. And also we are heading to 30,000 subscribers. So kindly, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now, and then share this video so that people can know the truth about the patois language, and also how this story of slavery in Jamaica. So kindly share with your brothers and sisters, subscribe if you haven't. See you on my next one. Bye bye.